to the channel. Let me go over here to the screen. Make sure that you guys can hear me. We should be having a good time today. Have a good conversation with the greatest trainer on the planet. I'm excited. I'm excited. I ain't gonna say I rarely get excited, but I'm excited. I'm as excited as I've ever been for an interview.
All right, welcome back.
Here we go. So I know you can hear me. Yeah, I'm real excited. We got the trainer of the year so far. If he does, it should be dang near Hall of Fame level trainer, man. It's gonna be good stuff, man. So what's going on, Anthony Holden? Mr. T King, Texas in the building. Say, yes, sir. Let's cook. Salute. Yes, sir. So Smooth Groove Boxing in the building. What's going on? Said, I'm here early. Oak Cliff, America is in the building. Man down, Dallas, Texas. LD, hashtag LDBC. Yes, sir. Give him a Topo Chico. All right. Donald, the now 65-year-old G Grant in the building. What's going on? Justin Hawkins, my man. What's going on? The Real Marlo TV. Osman Karshi said, well lit. That's what's up. We lit. Yes, you know it is. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Thank you to my man that helped me out with this. You know who it is. You know who it is. But you my secret squirrel, dog. I don't want everybody running over to you, dog, asking you. I'm jealous. So thank you to the dude that hooked me up. You know who it is. You know who you are. You know, thank you. Big Derrick James going to be in the house. That's what the word is. About 20 minutes into the show, because we wanted to make sure everybody had an opportunity to come on in before we chop it up. And we're going to talk about let me get some stuff straight. Once we get like 100 people in here, then I'll tell you like the rules of the house, dog. Almighty KD, what says that Fannon the GOAT been tuning in daily for the last month or so. Thank you. To people that tune in every day, thank you very, very much, man. I'm doing one less video a day because I'm trying to make the videos better, and I'm trying to make the channel. I'm going to be committed to giving you guys the best, absolute best content that I possibly can, even if it takes me out of my comfort zone a little bit, which is talking to people like Derrick James, you know, and Bill Haney, my man Tay Jones, of course, Gary Russell Jr., and my man Batman. We're definitely trying to up the level of the content on the channel, man. So I thank you guys who've been long-time subscribers, and just let me know what you think so we can keep on trying to get better. You know what I mean? What's good, Marcus Herbold? I'm good, man. Loving it, man. Life is good. He said, Madison Fox said, wishing you well one time today for the trainer of the year. Oh, dog, where to go? Absolutely. We're going to give a gong ahead of time for the trainer of the year, man. Trying to tell you, man. I got my Argyle sweater on. Trying to look neat. CJ say you've been on fire, OG. Thanks, man. Hey, man. I've committed. I've decided that I want to have a channel that is good. So we will keep on working, man. If you keep on supporting, we'll keep on working. You know, I will keep it honest with you. You know what I mean? This is what it's got to be. But look, this is what we're going to do. So we got 100 people in the building. Hit the like button, man. Let the dude, look, man, don't get me stood up. Don't get me stood up by not hitting the like button. All right? Don't have Derrick be on his phone like, man, there ain't even nobody hitting the like button in this mug. I don't even want to feel like coming. Don't be disrespecting the crib. Don't respect it, man. Hit the like button, man. Tune in, stay in the whole time, too. He said, man, Marcus said, bro, you actually said my last name right. Most people butcher it. Hey, trust me, it was completely on accident because I mess up people's names all the time. And also, I am going to try my best not to say anything if you catch me swearing, stop me right away. Okay, stop me right away. I would very much like for this whole thing to be as absolutely positively professional as it can be We want to be as professional as we can be. Any of y'all, thank you, said, man. Jonathan Robinson say, you're killing it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the compliment, man. So, check out, go to the Instagram. I got something I'm doing on this. Go check out my Instagram. All right, so you're going to see some little funny posts on Instagram that might not make sense to you. That's just as I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So, but I think I got something. So make sure you guys go sign up. Go follow. I'm going to get more sophisticated here. Follow on Instagram and Twitter. But I know most of y'all are on Instagram because Instagram is like, I like Instagram. Oh, but anyway, so here's the rule. We got 122 people in the building. We about 12 minutes away or so from the link being sent to Derrick, so then he'll be able to jump on. That's my understanding of how it's working. He said, don't disrespect me in front of company. Yeah, man, don't be disrespect. Nah, you can disrespect me. I don't give a shit. All y'all can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. I mean, shit. Everybody say bad shit about me all the time. I don't say bad things. Say bad things. He said, I curse professionally, though. I hear you, though. Nah, I do too. I usually don't care. But for this video, I'm just trying to test myself. I'm going to be like, can I do a Will Smith type of interview? Can I do a Will Smith type of conversation where I don't cuss, where I don't go off on anybody and say suggestive things about their close relations? Will I be able to do that today? I think I can. I think I can do it. What's going on, Anthony Holden? Dave Williams said, Fannon, you are a man of honor. You're amongst the few, the brave, and the strong. Please, everybody press a like. Yes. Hit the like, man. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much just the thing. If you're in the chat, if you're in a wrench in the chat, don't just only for ridiculous stuff. You know what I mean? Only for ridiculous stuff. But this is what I'm going to hope to go. What I'm going to try to be. And also, let me be organized so you guys know when you steal the content, where the content will be and in what order it will be so you can find it most easily. I'm going to ask about trainer questions first. Okay. Then there are going to be questions about upcoming fights, like who he thinks is going to win this or that. Right. So please don't try to do stuff out of order. Then we're going to have like questions about who could be the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, Jermell Charlo. You talk about Jermell Charlo. Ask questions related to him. Then we'll talk about Crawford, and then we'll talk about Crawford and Spence. Then we'll talk about Spence and Garcia, time permitting. And then we'll get around to a couple other things. Now, if you guys have questions in the meantime, put them in the comment section. The easiest way to see them, though it is not necessary. Make sure you understand it is not necessary. It is not necessary to put anything in a super chat, but it just makes it easier to see most of the time, because you know how often I miss super chats. So like Frank Cook, though, I didn't miss that one. Boom. He said, salute Fannon in the chat. You missed my 2 super chats yesterday, but I understood you were in the middle of an interview. Much respect. Do your thing. Peace, everybody. Oh, my God, man. Hold on a second, man. My bad. Hold on. But you know what we can do? You know what we can do, Frank? I don't think it's ever too late to try to do right. People might not have, people might think, not reciprocate your efforts or appreciate your efforts. But the best thing you can do is try to do what's right. So let me try to do what's right. Go over here and act like I got some sense and read my man Frank Cook's last 2 super chats. Yesterday he said, do fighters have to justify firing their trainers if they want to go a different route? Then that's their prerogative, right? Oh, absolutely it is. Do they have to justify it to who? Now, if they want to fire their trainer and, it's a 1099 situation, no, they don't. They don't have to justify it to anybody. And I do think it's mighty selective how people do, because obviously what you're talking about here is Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder, the issue that Deontay Wilder has with having let go of Mark Breland. So, I think what you're saying is you're speaking to is the fact that, you know, when certain people are applauded for firing their trainers, right, and getting better trainers and bringing in superstar trainers, right, like Tim Bradley, who dropped was it Diaz? What is this? Joe Diaz? I think it's Joe Diaz. Dropped Joe Diaz to hire Teddy Atlas before he got his brains half beaten out. You know what I mean? With Ruslan providing the cough, I do believe. But whatever the case was, you know, that was a good switch. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali fired Archie Moore and went to what's his name? Angelo Dundee. Historically, what a great switch. Deontay Wilder, and I know that's, you know, you get my point on that. So yeah, there's multiple other occasions where people did that. Cecilia Brækhus was getting celebrated for leaving Banks. Jonathan Banks left Jonathan Banks and went to Abel Sanchez and got knocked out and got all her, didn't get knocked out, but got all her belts taken. So absolutely, man. I definitely see what you're saying there, man. And Frank Cook also in that super chat from yesterday. Salute to the chat. And I got a few hours off right now, so I get a chance to watch the show and read the chat instead of just listening. Much love and peace to everybody. Yes, sir. And I'm so sorry once again for missing that super chat yesterday. Please forgive me. And my man David Williams, man, much love in that with that sticker that I can't see unless I go to the other screen. And my man said, thank you so much, man. Dang, that's a big one too, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. That's big time support. Yeah, man. So we got 230 people in the building. People are flowing on in. And again, thank you so much in that super chat. So yeah, those are the things that we're gonna chop it up about. My man Loyal to the Game Boxing says, shout out to you, Fannon. You are very classy and very consistent with your message. I tried. Thank you very much. And in fact, I even be writing my messages down. See, I'm trying to get better. See that? I actually have notes. My mama and my junior high school teacher would have been proud of me. Just got to try to get better, man. Try to be constructive because what's going on? Money Brown's in the building. I'm ready. Absolutely, I'm ready. He ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And thank you, Money Brown, for your help. Now that you gave up the ghost. Thank you, Money Brown. Money Brown hooked me up, man. That's the dude right there, man. Thank you, Money Brown. Thank you for your assistance. Just so you know that I ain't just randomly walking up on world-class trainers. Dudes like Money Brown got to get the connect. Money Brown got that connect. Thank you, Money Brown. And make sure you subscribe to Money Brown TV. And also make sure you subscribe to I Am Ill Will. I Am Ill Will. Make sure you subscribe to I Am Ill Will. Yes, sir. Yes, money's the man, man. My man. Money Brown is the reason. But I'm ready, man. He pops in, we ready to go. But I just didn't want to come in here, you know. I just want to be standing here with nobody here. Because, you know, I'm insecure. I wake up in the morning like, shit, I don't know. Does anybody love me? I got to go make sure I'll go work to earn it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm driven by that type of insecurity. Like, every time I put up a video, I'm like, this shit got to be the best it can be. Because, dang it, if people don't like it, they don't like me anymore. Now I'm bullshitting. That's you sucker ass people out there doing that stuff. Caring what people think like that. If you started sympathizing for me, more than likely you're a sucker. But I was just kind of playing with you, man, because I'm in a good mood today. Man, Terence Travis said, what's up? He said, daily support, great show coming up. Oh, man, I'm going to have fun. I am honored. I'm honored. It's a Hall of Famer, man. It's a Hall of Famer. This is a dude that's a future Hall of Famer. He's right there. He's right there. All he's got to do, he got 5 belts. He got 5 belts. He got dang near half of 147 and 154 locked. He got more than half of those 2 weight classes locked up. Kidding me? That dude is majority owner. That dude like owns 2 whole place. He owns Park Place and Boardwalk, dog. Or nah, where is it? It's not Parkway and Boardwalk because that would be like the heavyweights. But he dang sure got that other stuff over there around the corner before you start heading to, what is that? Pennsylvania Avenue? What is it? All that expensive money over there on the Monopoly board. He got a lot of money over there at 154 pounds and 147 pounds. A lot of money. And the ring belt. Because I know y'all love the ring belt. So you got to vote for him because it's the ring belt. What else can you do? You've been telling me lineal, ring. Well, Jermell is lineal. He's ring. Give him the vote, dog. Give him the vote. I'm looking for some cockamamie reason. When, because I'm giving all positive energy. Because I ain't gonna lie, dog. I want Errol to win. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely a fan. He said, can you send the link again? Absolutely. I can. Hold on one second. Yep. Hold on, let me how can I do this? Let me send another email. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this to get a fresh link. Make sure there ain't nothing. Make sure everything is copacetic with the link. Get a new one. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay. Copy URL. And I'm gonna put it back in that thing over there in Instagram, right? Ooh. Man, this technology is amazing. Oh man, they ain't nothing but love. All right, I sent it to you, Money. Hey man, seriously, Money. Hey, I just want everybody. I was gonna say thank you, man. All right, man. So here we go. I sent it again. Nah, Money Brown. I was gonna tell everybody that you did me a favor. Heck, come out of here, man. People need to subscribe to your channel. I saw Derrick on Money Brown's channel. I ain't trying to be Slick Willie. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you did, Money Brown. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. And people, please go subscribe to him. Anybody else that knows how to get important, great fighters that want to be able to talk to a fan channel, I would appreciate it. Because I definitely like talking to boxers, and I definitely think people should get information straight from the horse's mouth from a fan. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. But I'm here, man, so you should have it. All right. Do you send subscribers links? No, I do not. Put subscribers on the channel you like on this? No, not typically. I do not. Because I got a lot of subscribers. All the trolls are subscribers too. Every guy that you've ever heard say something real foul about me is a subscriber. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said I saw the interview on Money Brown TV. Yeah, man, absolutely. Money Brown TV. You're getting a lot of really good interviews on Money Brown TV. You just got to be just waiting. You just got to watch in the evening. You know what I mean? I'll go check it out because he comes on in the evening. So I'll be like, all right, let me go check out Money Brown TV in the evening. And he'll be having Derrick James on there or some other Hall of Fame fighter on there. And he'll just be, and he'll just, through email. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it, man. Let's not do that right now. But if you need to, okay, yeah, it ain't for me. All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, all right, here you go. All right, man. So we here. We ready to go, man. We got the man. We got the man with the plan in the building. Derrick James, man, the man. How you doing, sir?
What's up, too, bro? What's happening?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't complain about a thing, man. I appreciate you talking to me when I know you're busy, man. You're out there in training camp doing your thing. How's everything going with you?
Everything is good, man. Everything is good. He's looking great, man. Looking phenomenal. Timing is good. Everything is good. So just can't wait to see him get back in there.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, you got a lot of fans on the channel, man. I'm telling you.
Dope,
and a lot.
Appreciate it.
Like thousands. You know what I mean? Just so you know. Absolutely. Question, man.
What's that?
How does it feel? Before we get into the flow, let people come in. How does it feel, man, to be toting that many belts at the same time, man? Did you think that you would be toting 5 major championship belts and the ring at the same time, dude, in the middle of a year?
Man, I never thought about it. I mean, I never. And what I mean by that is that, you hope you can help your guys get to whatever level they can achieve. And you just never think about it. You know what I mean? Like, because for me, I don't. So I don't know about everybody else. I think that, now the goal is to keep them. But, once we get them, it's beautiful. I'm happy for, Jermell, Errol, because they made history, especially being from Texas and being from here to both be unified champions which made me join that part of the history. So it's dope, man. But I don't hold on to it. I can't, because I think that just as much as, like you said, you have a lot of love. But just like you have love, you have hate. So I think that for me, a lot of times you can't cherish the victories so much because you can't think victories and championships without thinking about hate also. So I think that once we're tainted, I kind of let it go, and we just keep building from there. I don't like to hold on to it because right after the Jermell fight, I had to come home and get ready for Errol's fight. So I think that we really kind of had a weekend to enjoy it a little bit, and that was it. I had to get back on it, man, and get back, getting Errol to keep his situation because it's like with the victories from one guy, we want the victories from the other guy also. So it's like you can't wallow in that and dwell in that for so long because it's time to jump back on something else. So that's where I am right now.
Yeah, man, that makes a lot of sense, man. So, and that leads right into my next question. You're a humble guy and a focused guy, obviously, but at the same time, man, it is what it is, man. You doing things that other trainers would dream of doing.
Well,
what?
Come on. Say it. Come on.
I was just gonna say, what do you think the key? What makes you such a good trainer? Like, what makes you successful? What is it about? What did you do that drives people to success, man?
I don't know, man. I think that I do my best to be a teacher. I do my best to make them understand because when I was a fighter, my coach would say, do this, and then you do it. But I never had any understanding of why I would do something like this or do that. But with these guys, I teach them the pros and cons of it. If you do this, you may get this. If you do that, you may get this. So I want them to truly understand what they know. So I think that, like, for years, I was a good amateur boxer, pretty decent pro fighter, but I think I was an idiot, boxing idiot, to where I didn't understand it. So, and I only came to that conclusion when you start teaching it and you realize you have to be able to understand every aspect of it. And as a fighter, I didn't understand every aspect of it, but yet I still was able to be successful. So I said I want to be able to teach my guys, if you do this, if you stand here, if you do this, this is what you'll get. And then at the same time, sometimes they may not get it. So then I can't rest on the fact that they can't get it. I think that I have to just keep thinking about it until they actually get it. Like, sometimes we have some things that somebody may not be able to get. I'm thinking about it the next day, sleeping on it, like, man, come on. And I try to word it in a different perspective. I try to, because I think it's so significant that I think he needs to get it, to where I just keep trying to keep reaching, man, keep reaching. And then even I've taken it as far as ask them, what do they see? Like, because sometimes they can't see it from my perspective. But then I'll try to coach it from their perspective. So what do you see? That means I take myself out of it 1,000% and lean on their vision, their sight, because it's like, if you tell them, they're not getting it, like, man, they say, okay, what do you see? And that's like at the last, like, cause like if they're not getting it, then you realize when you're looking at this, what do you see? And I do my best to coach from that perspective of what they see. So it's like I won't let something go, basically. But I don't drill it in there like no hard, like you're doing bad. No, I'm just like I keep trying to find a way because it's me not getting it across to them, being a teacher, opposed to them not understanding what I'm saying. It's more me, so I have to break it down, analyze it, think about it myself, and just try to reword it, repackage it, and see how I can get it across to them. So I think that I don't quit. I won't stop until I think if it's something that's significant, they can get it and attain it.
Okay. I think I might have cut off a thought that you had prior to my question. Was there something you wanted to say that I cut you off from?
Man, after saying that, I forgot. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
No.
All right, man. Cool. I just want to make sure I didn't skip past something. Right. Okay, cool. All right. So when you got into training, was there a trainer that you emulated or a style that you emulated, somebody that you work with that you patterned yourself off of?
No, I never watched anybody. Because there was a time that I was a fighter and I worked on a strategy, a game plan, and then this guy like, oh man, you can't fight this guy like that. And so I'm listening to him. And, no man, I'm gonna work like this. And so you realize that I don't look at anybody. I don't watch anybody on the mitts. I don't. No, it's me because I don't think I'm the best, but at the same time, I'm not looking. I'm not watching. I'm not. That was just me, man.
Yeah, I can respect that, man. Well, you've done two things. All right, and I ain't gonna try to blow smoke at you, man. You seem like you cat don't want smoke blown at you, but you have.
We talking, but I mean, we gonna.
Oh, that's good, man. Because I'm just trying. I'm trying to make sure I'm being serious about it. You're a serious dude, man. But there are two things that you've done, man. That you have one taken a guy from the ground up and built him as a trainer. That's Errol Spence, and then you took another guy who was with a former trainer in Jermell and got Jermell Charlo to where he is now. Floyd Mayweather Jr. said at one point in time about his father when he compared Floyd Sr. to other trainers. Right. He said, look, the difference between my dad and other ones is he had one he built from the ground up. Right. The other ones had people that he took. But see, you took somebody else and you built them from the ground up. So like, is there any different approaches to how you would do that? Like from somebody that you build up versus somebody like Jermell that kind of was already world-class when you touched them?
Well, you know, the difference between Errol, Errol was a fighter already. He had been boxing for like 3 years, but he had a lot of repetition in his boxing, so he repeats a lot of the same things over and over again. So I had to break his habits, and it's patience, man. It's patience. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to be like, you can't be reprimanding. You have to have patience. You have to have understanding, and you have to have insight. And like what you know may not be perfect, so you have to reach further and go deeper. So, man, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, to have those guys I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like I can't even say what it took to get to that point, or I saw it coming because I didn't. I mean, it's just a lot of hard work, man. When Errol and I started training, we initially started training 7 days a week. 7 days a week. I mean, so when he made the Olympics, even after that, we were up until his first year, we were training 7 days a week still. Never took off because I mean, we just work. And then like the first year, it's like, man, I'm a little tired. Let's take a day off. So we work 6 days a week now. But yeah, I mean, but that's really what it was, man. It was like 7 days a week. So I think that with a commitment like that, a lot of hard work like that, man, you would hope you would get some sort of success. You know what I mean? And a true commitment from him and his father for driving him to the gym every day. But for us, we all committed.
Yes, sir. I mean, and I met his father. That's how I met you. And I can tell you, man, your team, you guys work like a machine, man. It's just very focused. It's impressive, but appreciate that. Now, the next section of the questions I'm going to ask you about are these upcoming fights. I'm trying to make this structured. So, feel free to ride the line on any of these questions if you want to, man. I ain't trying to get you hanging out there. All right. All right. So the first one is, you got the big fight this weekend,
right?
With Vasyl Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez.
Right.
Your thoughts? Who wins? Why?
You know, man, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, like I've only seen Lomachenko fight Linares and when he fought against Salido. It's only 2 fights I saw him fight. Then and Teofimo, I saw him fight live in Texas out at the Star. And I think that it should be interesting, man. I hope that he didn't step out too early, if there wasn't too early, because I think Lomachenko is phenomenal athlete, phenomenal boxer. So I think that we will see if Teofimo's a dog, really doggish with it, then that's what you'll see. Him being a dog. I think there's going to have to be a dog to be on top of Lomachenko and not let Lomachenko do the movement, use the movement. I think a lot of guys get caught in awe with staring at Lomachenko while they're boxing him. So they're looking at him while he's doing his due. He's outboxing the hell out of him. I think you can't let him. You can't sit back and watch him beat you. You have to be able to jump on him and stay on top of him like Salido did and kind of rough him up a little bit and push him around and be a dog. Because if not, you're gonna watch him beat you. And I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So I think that it'd be very interesting to watch. But I'm going for Teofimo because I'm always Team USA. I never go against American fighters. So.
All right, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a fight. I can't wait to that, man. Right. Now the next fight is Javonte Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. You think anything, and specifically in your answer, if you could address the likelihood that any type of like weight draining, like what the tension with the weight would be from him fighting at 130 where he fought at 135 the last time.
So Tank is coming down.
Tank, okay, I'll explain to you. Tank is fighting. Yeah, he's going back to fight for the WBA Super Championship at 130, but the 135 regular is on there as well. But yeah, he's meeting Leo at 130.
Hey man, I think that I've been watching him a little bit on Instagram, and he's been working for a pretty good while. I think that being away from Baltimore and being in Vegas training may help him a lot. I hope that he's been able. He had no choice but to be disciplined. Think about it. Corona's out here, man. What can you do?
Yeah.
But stay focused and stay disciplined. So it may be the perfect moment, the perfect time for a situation like this to happen to where he can go down in weight. And I think that I don't think he'll be drained because I think that he's doing it really the right way. He's not a big guy, but he's a big guy. He's like a Brook. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty physical as a fighter. And that's gonna be a pretty good fight. But I think that Javonte may be too strong, too physical for him. But you never know. But I'm thinking that Javonte is gonna win the fight. I like Leo. Man, Leo's a very, very nice, soft-hearted guy. He's a nice guy, man. But he's a beast in the ring. So I like him. But I think that Javonte is gonna get him. I like Javonte too, like a little brother. But yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so this one, I'm gonna ask you this question in a specific way because I want to ask you who you think is gonna win. Because I'm gonna try to get to a question that you will actually answer or want to answer. Right? So, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, right?
Yeah.
In the next fight, what improvements would you make for Deontay Wilder heading in to the third fight with Tyson Fury? To improve the outcome.
I think that I would just work more on him having more of a dominant jab and better defense because I think that he had. I mean, I don't remember seeing any defense in the last fight. So I would work on the defense and just it's some basics, a little bit of basics, not much because I mean you don't want to take a guy so much out of himself that he doesn't recognize himself. But sometimes you may have to achieve a victory. See what I'm saying? So it's just difficult. I think that I'm not in it. I'm on the outside, but I would just work on the jab more and maybe some defense. You know what I mean? And with the defense enhances the offensive activity because you can see more when you have good defense. And when you have good defense, it doesn't stop your offense at all. You have more aggression, you know what I mean? Because Defense is going to be there for you when nothing else is there. So I think that there may be something that, because you can't sit back and wait on Tyson Fury, I believe. I think he has to engage and initiate a lot of the things to kind of make him commit, make him come out of that.
Okay. Hey, man, clean answer. I appreciate that. So now this is just straight opinion on this one.
Right.
Off the cuff, man, don't think about it too much. Top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in boxing. Your top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in boxing.
Oh, man, that's
Hey,
tough.
it's time for a commercial, dog. It's time for a commercial, man. Make sure you hit.
Let me see. It's Errol Spence, Lomachenko, Jermell Charlo, the cruiserweight,
Great. Usyk.
Usyk, and I don't know. Oh man, Canelo. I'm sorry, Canelo. Oh, sorry,
Canelo 5.
Canelo. Well, Canelo's in the top.
You just put him in there.
Oh yeah.
You're not ordering them.
No.
Any order. All right, cool. So, yeah, it's in the order. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, man. So Jermell Charlo, man, the guy you have up in there, and I think he deserves it, man. You said you're a guy, but I think it's obvious on the real. I don't I ain't gonna get into it. We'll keep it straight on you today, but I think you should be there anyway. Now I listened to you on Money Brown, and you were breaking down the fight with Rosario and Jermell.
Right.
Now that the fight is over,
right,
was that fight easier than you thought it was? Would it be? Or what's your post-mortem? Give me your autopsy of that fight, man.
In a dream, put it like this: in a dream, it would have worked out just like the way it did. If I had dreamt it and I controlled every aspect of the dream, it would have worked out just like that. You know what I mean? But I think that it was beautiful. You know what I mean? I don't because you can't even, if you were to anticipate a fight, you planned it out and it went the way you wanted it to go, and he was able to do everything he wanted to do to where every now and then he would just break the guy's rhythm, not let him really get into it. Every time he would, because he was trying to kill Jermell. Oh my God, it was like he was throwing some hard shots, right? And Jermell would smother the shots and move around and shoot jabs and that. I mean, it was boxing, and so in the perfect world, that was beautiful. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It just worked out. It worked out the right way. And it was, I won't say it was easier because it's never easy because there's always stress involved in fights. But I think that it was good. It was real good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's real nice, man. Now, Jermell moving forward. Excuse me. Ooh, I almost like my mic. Jermell moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. Is it undisputed that you want? Is it one of the guys that are big money? Is it? What do you think? What do you see happening with Jermell moving forward?
I think that for all of my guys, I want what they want. I mean, so I don't have. I keep my personal feelings out of it. So I want what they want, and then that's what we move from that angle. Because I don't want to be like, it's not my life. I'm just helping. I'm just a part of it, playing a part of it, and I want whatever they want. I can't interject myself into their life, into their desires. So it's whoever you want to fight. If you want to fight that what is it got the Cherub, whatever his name is, or somebody else, I mean that's on him, and I'm just here for him to support. So yeah,
that's fair. Do you think that Jermell would have as much success at 160, provided his brother's not there, right?
Right.
Because eventually, I mean, obviously you've got that thing where Errol is 147 and Jermell is 154, and I'm not asking you if they would fight. But I'm saying, I figured, now that ain't happening. But eventually Errol gets done with 147. Right. He's a 154. Jermell's a 160. How do you see Jermell transitioning into 160 against the guys that are like you know what? Like Demetrius Andrade. I should throw that one out there. Right. How do you see him? Yeah, because they were close to fight. How do you see
that could be possible. I mean, that could be possible. That could be a good fight. I mean, I think that he's still there. I mean, if he's still there, if he hadn't moved or whatever case may be, you know what I mean. I don't know if are they still with the zone? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are. A lot of guys they got to let go. So I don't know. But,
Yeah, Demetrius is supposed to still be there because they're acting like they want to fight Jermell. So yeah, he's still there as far as I know. As of the day. But we'll move on, man. That's reasonable, man. So Terence, man, what do you think Terence Crawford, who's going to be the next guy, that everybody wants to see you fight, but he's got to fight against Kell Brook.
Right.
Now, and I don't want to ask the same questions a lot of people have already asked.
But if you want to answer,
okay, you said already. Like, what are your thoughts of what's the biggest hurdle? I want to come down to it a little bit later. But what's give me your thoughts on the Crawford Brook fight. Does that make that any more attractive? Does it make him any more attractive to the doubters that might say whatever?
I don't think so. I think that it's good for him. It's good for his career. It's good for his legacy. I mean, because to keep fighting, I think you have to fight named fighters, incredible fighters. I mean, not fighters that people really don't recognize or people don't know, or that the networks tell you who they are. Like the networks told us who Postal was because we really didn't know who he was. The networks told us who the other guy, the black African, the French guy. I can't think of his name. When he unified the title, what's his name?
When who unified it?
Terence Crawford. When he unified the title.
Oh, Postal.
No, not Postal, but the other guy he fought after that.
Undungo,
yeah. Nobody knew who they were. So I think that this is somebody with, the networks. Showtime told us who Undungo was. Showtime told us who Postal was.
Right.
I mean, nobody knew who they were. And I think that with him fighting Kell Brook, people know who Kell Brook is. I mean, Kell Brook is established. He's been around for a while. But I think the thing about it, he's been off for a while also. So I think that may hurt him a little bit, hurt Kell Brook a little bit. But I think Terence Crawford should be able to beat him, I'm thinking. I mean, even though I like Kell, I think that, Terence Crawford should be able to beat him because I'm not going to – Kell Brook, I might like you, but, still not – you're fighting an American fighter, so I got to go with the other guy. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable, man. Now, look, I ain't going to try to start too much stuff, but I got to tell you that Bob Arum said something on Blue Blood Sports TV, did an interview with him the day before yesterday, and they were talking about the pay-per-view for upcoming pay-per-view with Errol and Danny, and how he felt that the only fight for Errol that was worth pay-per-view would be the fight with Terence Crawford.
Please. No. See, he just worded it different. The only fight that anybody will watch Terence Crawford in is the fight Errol Spence. Remember that? He worded it from the wrong perspective, right? Because Errol Spence is selling pay-per-views. You can't sell a guy fighting, selling 30,000 pay-per-view buys, and or a guy who's was on pay-per-view and they took him off pay-per-view. That this guy needs that guy. No, it's the other way around. That guy needs Errol. That's the only fight. I mean, for Terence Crawford that people watch. So basically, it goes back to you answered your question, in your sense is that will this help him fighting Kell Brook? And Bob Arum answered the question, no, it won't help him. Because he just said the only fight that people want to see Terence Crawford fight is Errol Spence. But Errol Spence can fight anybody else and be able to sell it.
Absolutely, man. Now,
or if because really, I think if he fought Sean Porter, that would be a good fight.
Terence Crawford,
right? Yeah, I think we fought Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. I think that only builds. You can't sell a fight when there's nothing to build it off of. I mean, there's nothing to build it off of. People identify with who Sean Porter is. People identify with Keith Thurman, and people identify who Terence Crawford is, but they don't identify any other opposition. You bring a British guy over, they remember him losing to Errol Spence. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't call it. But I think that was funny that he said that. But the only person, come on, you gotta be for real.
Yeah, I think he's selling some wolf tickets, man.
Right.
Now, off of Terence Crawford on the Manny Pacquiao, man.
Right.
Like, do you think that fight's ever going to happen?
What fight?
Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Do you think that he has any interest really in fighting in fighting? Because Errol's, I mean, undisputed is what it is, and he's got that WBA belt, and Manny's got that. So, what's your thoughts on Manny, man? You think that fight can take place? And if you just fantasize and it happens, what do you think would take place in the fight?
Well, first of all, we got to deal with Danny Garcia, so I don't want to overlook Danny Garcia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no, you don't.
It was out of order. I should have done that. My bad.
No. As long as I stay within my situation, you're okay.
Okay.
So no. So no, but we have to deal with Danny Garcia first. But then I think that Pacquiao is a probability. I think that could happen. I mean, and listen, man, he's like B-Hop. You know what I mean? B-Hop was beating young cats up into his 40s, so I think Pacquiao's like 41, about 41, maybe 42. So we'll see. I mean, either he gives it up or he takes the fight. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yes, sir. So, all right, man, now we into the meat of it, man, because you know what people want to know.
What's that?
I know you ain't going to answer the question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
You gotta
out there sparring, dog. Can he take a punch? Is he looking woozy? Because that's what people are saying. Like he started sparring. Errol Spence Jr.
Right.
He started sparring.
All right.
How's he looking, man?
He's looking good, man. Listen. He's looking good. And what's funny about it is each day he's getting better and better and better. I mean, so you see him, the tenacity of the hard work of the guy. Like I told him, I said, I don't care about any of this. I said, because I know your work ethic, and I know what kind of guy you are, what kind of competitor you are. So he looks good, man. He looks real strong, very physical. I mean, because he's a very physical fighter and looks real good. So I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he was getting wobbled and shit, I wouldn't even. No. Now that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those type of things, because that's how you judge. For being concussed before my accident. So I have to look and see how's everything going, how the punches taken. I got to look at that and see, because it's not so much about boxing, it's about my friend in the ring, my little brother. So, man, but he's looking good. If he wasn't looking good, I wouldn't lie to you. If we would have stopped this thing a long time ago. This train we would have chilled out, just waited a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So how do you see, like, Errol was in the media. Now, this is something he said that he was talking about, how when he talking like how you guys said you guys train 7 days a week, there's a period in time after you won the champion where that work ethic might have, dipped a little bit, man. And obviously you're saying what people are saying is that, hey, man, that's not the case anymore. And he's really, really pushing it. Do you see that a possibility that he could come back stronger, and that this could actually be something that really, kicks him into another gear for the long haul? Because there could be a difference between, when you're becoming the champion and getting used to being the champion. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that, put it like this. He is a guy who always, like, I don't say he likes to be doubted, but if you doubt him, he's going to prove you wrong. So he's been in the gym. And so the difference was this. Before, he would start training with, say, before, like in between those fights, like 2 months, so 10 weeks in between, and he would take 10 weeks to get ready, right, for a fight. But we've been in the gym since like the end of March. So that's the difference, right? His body is ripped up. That's the difference, is because he has been in the gym, working, grinding. I mean, from when he was like chubby, and I'm like, man, look at you. To like, man, so then I'm like, you're looking good. I can start seeing it. We would talk to him, because, it's always about verbal communication and affirmation. When you're building him back up and being honest with him, right? So you see him getting better and better and better, sharper, crisper. Then you make him see what kind of movements he makes. I mean, so yeah, man. I mean, he's on it, because, like I said, he would train for 10 weeks. maybe 12 at the most, but 10 weeks. That's why I think that was the problem. Now he's been in the gym forever, like literally forever. So you can imagine for just spawn, he sparred like 10 rounds, I think. After not being in the ring at all, he sparred 10 rounds.
Hmm.
He's already sparring like 13 rounds. Like, so so it's good.
Nah, man, that's really good to hear, man. So and hey, so it is what it is, man. You heard what he said. Ain't no excuses, but I don't think now. Danny Garcia, what
Right.
what do you think about him as a fighter? Kind of like break him down, like like you broke down Jason Rosario on Money Brown's TV. And again, thank you to Money Brown for arranging the
Right.
the meeting.
I
Thank you.
you could have did this, but it's okay. You facilitate the deal. I was like, man, I kept thinking, like, why don't he hit me up? But it's okay.
Hey man, I don't presume anything. Like when you know what I'm saying? Like
It's okay.
all right, well, we know now. I appreciate you though.
Right. So with Danny Garcia, man, Danny Garcia is a proven champion. He's a guy that you never can count out. He always generally rises to the occasion. You know what I mean? I mean, in the 2 losses that he has were against guys that I think that could have been easy, could have went either way. You know what I mean? But I think that it's tough, man. So for us, we just have to go in there and just do our thing. I mean, and I see the way he fights, and it's very interesting. I think it's gonna be a real good fight. That's why those fights have been so close, because of the type of his temperament, the type of warrior that he has, that type of fight he has in him. So you'll see a good boxing match today. I mean, a good fight in this fight. I'm looking forward to it, really, because this is. I want my guy. I want everybody to see my guy being back. I want him to get what he wants. So he's the champ already, so we already know that. But to be able to be back and look good, and he doesn't really comment on what people say about him, but I think he does see it and he reads it, and so that's really what he's a true competitor. And so, Danny Garcia is a true competitor. We're gonna see who's the better athlete that night, which I know my guy will be that guy. So I'm not interested. I'm not worried about it.
All right, man. And then, all right, last couple questions, man. Thank you for your patience, man. I appreciate it.
I'm in my closet, but yeah, I'm cool.
What do you say?
I'm in my closet. I had to find a quiet place.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, dog, you just showing off some skinny ass shirts you can fit into, dog. Making me sick. Them shits look not like your wardrobe, man. You're looking sharp, man.
Hey, man.
With plaid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So last couple questions, man. Well, and Terence Crawford, man, what makes him? Some people have said, I asked you this question before, but I want you to go through it again. Some people have said that Terence Crawford is has technical flaws, right? Some people say that he's the best fighter on the planet, pound for pound, and there's, how would you describe Terence Crawford and his strengths and his weaknesses as a fighter as you prepare, one day to challenge him? Because I hope that fight gets made.
I think that Terence Crawford is a phenomenal athlete, man. I think that his athleticism overshadows everything he does. I mean, he's so athletic, so fast, like a cat. You know what I mean? But so he's not so technical, but he is so athletic, and I think that's been when you have that's one of the greatest attributes. Then that's what happens when you don't. A lot of times you may not work on certain aspects of the other game because why? He's so naturally good. I think he's so naturally good and so talented that's why he's where he is. And that's why he is who he is, and he's where he is because of his athleticism, his intelligence, because he's very smart in the ring, and I think that he's tough too. So that's what really I think where he is and why, because of his athleticism, his toughness.
Man, that's good, man. So, hey, I ain't gonna. What's your prediction for your fight, man? What's your prediction for your fight? You think this is going 12 rounds? You think you can get Danny out?
Man, nobody's ever knocked Danny Garcia out before. So, I don't think he's ever been knocked down before either. But we'll see, man. I don't know. I mean, Errol Spence is probably gonna be Errol Spence. I mean, he's gonna go out there and do his thing, man. So we'll see. But I think that I know to watching Danny, these guys gonna come with everything. He throws a lot of big shots. He tries to, he try to get you out of there. So we'll be ready for that, and you'll see a good fight, man. Great fight, man.
Absolutely, man. Now, this is my last question, but I got to do it. This is not on your fighters. This is on unrelated fighters. But what are your thoughts? These are just a couple about some prospects, some young fighters coming up if you've had a chance to see them, right? Have you had a chance to see, like, what do you think about Shakur Stevenson? These are the couple fighters that I wanted to give you your opinion on. People tell me that Shakur Stevenson is the best boxer out of this young group of guys that came in, like Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Jerron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, right? That group. Who really stands out to you as the prospects that are out there where you're like, oh yeah, wow, that's somebody really coming up?
No, I never seen. I think I've seen Shakur fight once, maybe. I don't even think I ever seen him fight before, but I like him. I never seen him fight before. And I don't have an ESPN app, whatever. If he's fighting on that, I mean, I don't know, so I never really seen him fight. But the Ennis kid is pretty good. He's pretty good. And Virgil Ortiz is pretty good, so I think that. And Virgil's pretty good also, so I think that. But the best of those young guys, man, I don't know. I mean, I think it may be Shakur because I've seen some sparring sessions of him, sparring guys or whatever, but I haven't seen him fight though.
Okay, good. Fair question, man. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want the people to know?
No, man, I'm good, man. We just on the grind, man. It's like tough out here. Corona pushing everybody to be great, everybody be private, everybody be quiet, and everybody to be really great, man. So that's a good thing about it. Unfortunately, it's a horrible situation, but you don't have a choice but to stay focused and stay dedicated. So that's really what you see a lot of. And the boxing is good, and PBC's doing a phenomenal job of putting on top quality, opposition against each other. And so I think that they're doing their thing, man, with Leo. Come on, man. And that's a good fight there. Jermell and Jamal. You know what I mean? It's crazy how, hey, man, they putting it together. You know what I mean? Then they even on the Leo and undercard, they have what's my man name from Houston? From New Orleans kid.
Regis Prograis.
Regis Prograis fight on the undercard.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Rougarou.
Come on. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you got Regis, you got, and then you got Errol coming right after that.
Are you breaking up a little bit? Derrick? Oh, man, you broken up, man. When you come back, man, God, dog, I got to ask you. I forgot. Man, come on back, Derrick. Come back in and out because I got to ask you about the fact that, all right, you there?
Yeah, man, yeah.
All right, man, look, I gotta, did you know, you might not know this, you probably don't know this, that, and I'm not asking your opinion, I'm just giving you this information as fact, just so you know he's doing it. Tyson Fury is trying to pull out of the Deontay Wilder fight rematch clause, says it's expired, right? All of that?
Yeah.
Do you know that what the date is that he wants to fight on is?
What?
December 5th.
Are you for real?
I ain't bullshit.
That's not
he's trying to fight on December 5th. He's trying to fight on December 5th, the same day that you are fighting Danny Garcia and Ryan Garcia is fighting Luke Campbell.
Well, they better pick a good time. No, that's not happening.
No, man, it's gonna have to be in the afternoon. But I was just like, man, that's crazy, man. But anyway, man, thank you so much.
I heard my brother was telling me he may try to pull out the fight or whatever. Like, what? How is he gonna pull out of the fight? But so now
he said it expired. He said the contract expired, but I don't want to tie you up into that. That's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to tie you up. Hey, man, thank you so much, man, for coming to the channel, man. I hope you, again, man, thank you very much, man. Good luck in your next fight, man, and hopefully you'll come back again.
No doubt, man. Hit me up, man. You know, whatever.
I got you, man. I will for sure, man. All right, now.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. Peace.
No doubt, yeah.
All right, man. That was the interview, man. That was a lot of fun, man. Let me try to get to the I'm so sorry that I couldn't get to the super chats, but I just didn't want to interrupt them, and I wanted you guys to get as many of the questions as you could possibly get in there, man. Dave Williams, yeah, there's only 2 super chats, so I don't think there's any problem. Oh no, maybe I have to refresh. Let me refresh because that was old. Man, that was fun. Man, I'm a big fan of that dude, man. Let me get to the super chat. Sorry about that. He said, okay. All right, cool. Coach D says, Coach D James, salute to the coach of the year. My man Trill Boxing Talk says, salute to my brother DJ. Thank you for all the great work and honor he brings to the city of Dallas. Yes, sir. And make sure y'all know y'all already all subscribe to my man Trill Boxing Talk. And then Rashid Muhammad in that super chat. Much love. Thank you so much in that super chat. Tank Gain a Grip says, salute Fannon. Derrick, as a trainer, do you look at fighters or actually desire to train them? Like, are there fighters you want to train? Man, I'm sorry I couldn't get to that question because I just wanted to make sure that I could get all the questions to him on a list and make it go real smooth. Next time, man, I have an interview like that. I'm sure that I'm a little more, agile to build in the questions into, from the super chats. My bad. And Daniel Stanley said, salute Fannon and Derrick, arguably one of the best coaches in boxing. Hey, ain't no argument there. He definitely is. What is Errol's chances at Pac-Man? I put that in the comments. I actually asked that question, so we got that one done. And my man Eric Jenkins said, great, Fannon, great interview. Derrick James, respect. Yo, man, that was a lot of fun. Oh, that was a lot of fun. All right, man. So there you get it, man. There you go. That was the interview with Derrick James. Now we can chop it up about some of those topics. Jason A say, real, recognize real. Thanks for the great interview. I will catch the replay. Yeah, that was fun, man. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, man. I'm sure people. So anyway, let's move on to the next thing, man, which is Ricky Mike said, Fannon, thanks for this, bro. I swear I learned a lot from DJ and you every time, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, man. And Chris Fisher had a super sticker that just disappeared. Where'd it go? Oh, he said, thank you, man. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, man, that was my pleasure, man. That was a lot of fun. Yes, sir. Thank you. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. It was a good interview. Now let's move on. Let's move on to actually discussing some other things. So, like I said, crazy as it is, Tyson Fury. Well, no, let's talk about the fight that's coming up this weekend, man. Philly Lomachenko. The real Marlo said, you are a great interviewer. Fannon, yeah, hey, man, I'm getting used to it, man. I'm getting used to it. I appreciate that, man. So, look, you guys can hit me up with some questions if you want. And we can get the comments just going through questions. Said, man, Coldest Peace Off said, humility of Derrick James is amazing. Solid dude. Yeah, man. Look, the thing that struck me, coldest peace, motherfucking coldest man, peace out, is that he's very, very focused. Do you know what I mean? Like, the common thread through the whole discussion was that he really doesn't think about all that stuff. He just kind of goes through life with blinders on and is trying to, achieve certain tasks, man. But I think that there was a lot there in a lot of lessons that could be learned in coaching people, man. I learned a lot. Man, Stick Talk Boxing, man. Thank you for joining the channel, man. Thank you so much. And much love to everybody in the King Corleone say, I say the Lomachenko fight is 50-50. Yeah, man, that's going to be I think that there's a 50. I don't know, man. The closer I get to the fight, King Corleone, to tell you the truth, the more I think that it's the more I favor Lomachenko. It's just almost like too much right that I can that Black Fight Fan TV ain't going to be jumping up and down on Monday morning and having, and on Sunday morning and for the next 4 years talking about white Jesus. Oh man, Money Brown said, "Amazing question, amazing interview." Thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the. I'm glad that you enjoyed the interview, man. Terence Shaver said, "Great interviewer from great interview from Trainer of the Year." Yeah, he's a great. Hey, that was a lot of fun, man. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Y'all got a good show, and all the haters can go now. All the haters, all the people that do not typically show. You know, we're about to get back and do this LDBC thing and talk this boxing for another good hour. Because that's how we roll. But I wanted to make sure we got all those questions in quickly. And now people know exactly how to steal the content and in what order. You know exactly what sections to do to steal shit and not give anybody any credit. Got me? My man, Mel Brazil said, salute to Derrick James, man, a truly great trainer who molded a fighter, educates both his fighters, and leads them to greatness while showing consistency and professionalism, without a doubt. And my man, El Cineros said, Team Ryan Garcia. Team Danny Garcia. Team Leo, get the fuck out of here with that Team Leo Santa Cruz. You ain't getting out of here with no team. Like, look, man. All right, look, man. El Cisnero, the trainer has now gone, and I can now distance myself and now be truly as ignorant as I want to be. Okay, just so you know, like while I was talking to Derrick James, because they got real shit going on over there, I was gonna say, hey man, let me not cuss. Let me make sure I have my Argyle sweater on. I was ready with my Argyle sweater. Honestly, I felt the same way. I feel the same way for Bill Haney too. That's why I never cussed. But now they're gone. Now it's just us. And now I can tell you that Leo Santa Cruz is a duck artist. Okay? I ain't putting up no team. Ain't team Leo's nowhere around these parts. This is team I want to see Leo completely knocked unconscious. Okay? This is team go to sleep Leo. Hashtag snooze Leo. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I don't know what would be better, man. Leo Santa Cruz, nah. Let me stop lying. It ain't nowhere near as nice seeing Leo Santa Cruz get knocked out as it was seeing Dillian White getting knocked out. That, my friend, was classic. My man Daniel Staley in that super chat, man. Much love in that super chat. And thank you for supporting the cause. Okay? Thank you. He said, Fannon, great interview, brother. The reason I support the LDBC because of this new sports media. Do not call me the media, but that was media-ish. I am not the media, but that was media-like. That was definitely media-like. I will not lie. That was media-like. But we're going to do more. And we should do more. Because, look, man, there's going to be about 8,000 people that got to see and talk about the fight. So why not do it? You know what I mean? Let's continue and make sure you guys share the video. Let everybody know what a solid person Derrick James is and when Derrick James trains a fighter, that you're more than likely going to get a very high quality fighter, because you notice we didn't talk about any of his fighters that were running around getting beaten. Gosh, it's going to be hard not to cuss in this whole live stream. I got to get better, man. Yes, sir. I got to get better, man. I got to clean up my act. I got to stop acting like I like black people and stop cussing. Not going to do it. One of the two, I am not going to do. Team Russell, Bill Haney out here to me. What is that? Team Russell, Bill Haney out of here to me? I'm not sure what you mean about that. I don't know what that is. You guys claiming a lot of teams, dog. Team King, dang, what? Team gone? 10,000 days. Yeah, man. See, I like you said Ennis. Because that's true. I think Ennis is the next guy at 147. That's my take. Ashy Knuckles in the building. I am honored. Ashy Knuckles, that you have come to the chat. Let me tell you, that is an honor. He said, "Facts, Fannon. Hard to forget him ducking Russell and Rigondeaux." Yeah, no, man, I can't do it. Which is exactly why I want to see him go nighty-night. And after he goes nighty-night, I can like him again. I wouldn't, because I never liked him to begin with. I can't lie. I don't know. Something about the fact that he looks like he wears mascara that throws me off. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hair. It's just something. I don't know, man. He said, "That's crazy. Do you really like yourself, black people?" They love themselves. No, not at all. Did Derrick James already interview? Yes. Go all the way back to the beginning. Go to about 15 minutes into the show, and the interview was then. It was about 35 minutes. It was about 35 minutes long right there. Got it? Yes, sir. Yeah, it was over, but it was over not that long ago. Jupiter B said, "A white ran from an old man into an uppercut of another old man." Yeah, he's like one of the sorriest of all of the sorry ones. But I'm excited to hear. Now, this shout out to Trill Boxing Talk, because shout out to God dog, man. How do I say this? Shout out to Black Fight Fan of Trill Boxing Talk in the show Fight Party. I think is it the Fight Party? I think it's the Fight Party where the sparring partner, and I think you guys will really like that, because I got who was it? It was either Boxiana, Miss Boxiana. I can't remember exactly who it was that shared it with me, but I saw the interview. Where was that particular the Fight Party? And God, what is his name? Amon Rashidi was on there. And he said that he was sparring Errol Spence, and everything looked good, man. So, hey, can we now take Errol Spence Jr. for his word? Right? Can we now take him at his word? Because he has been sparring now. And Derrick is saying, and I think it's reasonable for people to take the man at his word, that if he didn't want to, Fight Party. Thank you very much, man. Sweet Tea said, "I enjoy your channel, Fannon. And I enjoy it every time that you are here, Sweet Tea. And I always make sure that I put the picture up so I can get a better look. Nice and pretty. Thank you for the compliment." Yeah, I love a boxing channel, dog. I love this boxing channel. This is so fun. I wish you guys could be me right now. To be able to sit down and talk to Derrick James, I was like, man, I'm telling you, I am a fan of these guys. I am not a media guy. I'm truly a fan of these guys. Like, Derrick is like, man, you could have called me. And I'm like, nah, dog, I'm sure you're very busy being the famous trainer and all. The guy who I really do enjoy watching. I'm a fan of boxing, man. I love boxing. This is like being able to talk. Do you realize that's like being able to sit down and talk to Angelo Dundee? You know, like sometimes you guys sit back and think about the people that you're dealing with and the time that you're in. Like, we are really, really blessed as boxing fans in a lot of ways. And it's just such a shame that the boxing media doesn't tell like what's going on, like what's really going on, and how many great black fighters we have out there. Like, I'm telling you, man, I would not want to be alive in another time than right now for boxing. Because right now, dude, as a boxing fan, you can reach out and talk to Hall of Fame level fighters. I have met Errol Spence Jr. I have talked to Gary Russell Jr. on my channel. I haven't talked to Deontay Wilder on my channel, but I talked to Tay, who's with Deontay Wilder. And if I was really pressed and was please, eventually I actually could talk to Deontay Wilder. You realize, like, there's a good chance that Andre Ward actually knows who I am. That's how I feel about the sport of boxing. And what a blessing it is to have the LDBC be reputable enough where these people will come and spend their time on our channels and let the and where we can allow them to talk directly to their fans. This is just a beautiful time in boxing. I really, really hope you guys appreciate what this is. I mean, we've sat down over the last couple months, and with Devin Haney, who could very well be a Hall of Fame fighter, man. When you're looking back, 30 years ago, you'd be like, man, Devin Haney, man, did this. Devin Haney did that. Errol Spence did this. Errol Spence did that. Anthony Joshua, you might even throw some Lomachenkos and Canelos in there. You know what I mean? This is like a terrific time in boxing, man. And I am very, very thankful. No, M. Ramsey, I wasn't a boxer. I was a fighter, fought a lot, but I was never a boxer. I just loved boxing. I was a little kid. The thing that got me into boxing was Muhammad Ali. And I was fortunate enough to have a time where I wake up at Saturday in the morning and one of the best shows on was the Muhammad Ali cartoon. So I got to see Muhammad Ali fights on ABC. I got to see the cartoon. I loved Muhammad Ali, and I loved boxing ever since then. But when Muhammad Ali was there, I wouldn't have had an opportunity to sit and talk to Muhammad Ali. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's many people that are in this chat that sit down and talk to Floyd Mayweather. I think we should appreciate it, man. Appreciate Floyd Mayweather while he's here. But I do have to say something, though. Pause with all the fucking love of boxing. I just got reminded we're talking about boxing. I got carried away for a second with my love of the sport for a second. And the excitement of being around actually the fighters, right? And these great athletes. And then I just remember, damn, we're in the business of boxing. And guess what ESPN said yesterday? They disrespect, man. Oh, my God, man. I could not be Andre Ward. I could not be Terence Crawford. I was snapped. Because did you guys see the interview with Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, the face-off on ESPN, which, by the way, is a great fight. And I'm extremely happy that they're putting on, once again, another great time in boxing. We have a great show coming up. ESPN and Top Rank are doing their job this weekend. Like, for sure, they are doing their job this weekend. Like, that's the one true thing that they've said that I'm like, can't argue with that. This is not pay-per-view. I'm like, I love it. It's not pay-per-view. You're right. It's not pay-per-view. I would pay for that. I would pay for that. I would pay for it. No, I couldn't be him. Couldn't be him. But not Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley, I could beat. Tim Bradley, I could beat. Because Tim's getting paid. Tim's getting paid. Tim was never the top fighter, and Tim made a shitload of money, dog. Okay? But when you sit up there, dog, and do this to Andre Ward, the great Andre Ward. Dog, how can you say Andre Ward? First of all, it's the great Andre Ward. Dude, the dude has not lost a fight. He lost his last fight that he lost. He was 12 years old. His first championship was against a 41-1 Miguel Kessler when he was an underdog. And then he went and beat Carl Froch and cleaned out the whole damn division when he was just a fucking pup. Like, dude, he's undefeated. It's Andre Ward. Vasily Lomachenko has 14 fights and a loss. And do you know what Joe Tessitore of ESPN said? I was disgusted. Did anybody hear it? Somebody put in the chat if you heard it. Because I almost don't want to repeat it. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Joe Tessitore said that if Vasily Lomachenko beats Teofimo Lopez, he would be the greatest fighter post Floyd Mayweather Jr. Let me repeat this. If Vasily Lomachenko Joe Tessitore sucks, but somebody wrote that shit for he ain't saying nothing off the cuff. Because they're pitching Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez as undisputed. Despite the fact that it's very disputed. I'm disputing it. You're saying it's disputed. Okay, it's disputed. I bet you Devin Haney disputes it. You should have had to fight your mandatory, dude. You can't be the champion if you didn't fight your mandatory, WBC. If you don't fight your mandatory, what makes you the champion? The fact that the WBC likes you? That is ridiculous. But anyway, the fact that could be undisputed, I can't wait to be talking about this after the fight's over when somebody tries to convince me that Teofimo Lopez is the youngest undisputed champion in history, or whatever the arguments go, whatever the next sell job that they're going to do. But the one with Vasily Lomachenko, come on, man. Andre Ward is post Floyd Mayweather Jr., and so is Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford also was undisputed. And he was undisputed with the WBC belt, not the undisputed with a WBC franchise, which means you never have to fight a mandatory. And if you don't have to fight a mandatory, you're not a champion. What the fuck are you a champion of? Oh, God, I cussed. Yeah, I lost my monetization. I wanted to be able to monetize. And I did it again. You guys always driving me to cussing. Driving me to cussing. Yes, that's disrespectful to Andre Ward. And it's stupid to boot. It's stupid to boot. Come on, man. First of all, let's look at the facts. You know how they say, let's talk about the facts, man. Let's talk about the facts. Andre Ward got a gold medal at the same age that Vasily Lomachenko did. The same age. 20 years old. Roughly 20 years old. They won an Olympic gold medal. Vasily Lomachenko, instead of going pro, continued to fight in the Olympics for 4 more years. 4 more years. In the meantime, Andre Ward was fighting everybody, and everybody he fought was on the professional level. Then, at the age of 24, maybe 25, because I think his birthday is what? Because they have the same birthday. They're their birthdays are 3 days apart. But whatever, within a week of each other, Vasily Lomachenko and Andre Ward. However, Andre Ward at 24 years old, when Vasily Lomachenko was going into his second Olympics, was still fighting people with headgear on and with shirts on. He was fighting the 41-1 Miguel Kessler for a championship. What do you think? No, yeah, and he won the Super Six, but seriously, what do you think was the harder fight? Andre Ward fighting Miguel Kessler or Vasily Lomachenko fighting a 3-round fight against a teenager in the Olympics with headgear on? Right? Oh, I'm going to get to the Teofimo Lopez improving yet part. I will get to that. I will definitely get to that. But why would that count for more? Don't you see how funny it is? See how funny it is? They talk about how fast Vasily Lomachenko got his championship fight. They'll say it was a record. He got it in his second fight. How is it a record? Is he the youngest? How old was he when he won it? He was 26 years old when he won it. What happened to the guys who was there when he was 21? Do you know any guess who Vasily Lomachenko would have had to fight for a championship if he would have done it at the same age as Andre Ward. Here's a hint. He's a guy that knocked out Manny Pacquiao. Cold, flat on his face. Got it? Got it? He would have had to do this. He would have had to beat Juan Manuel Marquez when he was 24, not Orlando Salido, who was 41-12. He would have had to turn professional, fight 20 or something fights, fight Darnell Boone. Do you remember Darnell Boone? What's the guy's name that knocked down Sergey Kovalev, knocked down Adonis Stevenson, and knocked down Andre Ward? What's the name of that guy? Can any of the boxing fans tell me what the name of that guy is? I do believe the name is Boone. I do believe its name was Boone. Took him 4 attempts for what? To win a gold medal? Please tell me, Laki Zimi, you say it took who 4 attempts? To do what? You better not say nothing about Andre Ward taking 4 attempts to do anything. Andre Ward won them all. Boom. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Hey man, what is the equivalent of Boone that Vasily Lomachenko would have had to fight before the age of 24? Come on, man. It's not even a question. And he beat Sergey Kovalev. He moved up in weight and beat Sergey Kovalev twice. He moved up and beat a guy on the pound for pound list and beat him twice. What guy has been on the pound for pound list in a weight class above Terence Crawford, above Vasily Lomachenko, that he beat? What pound for pound fighter, again, when you're comparing Vasily Lomachenko to Andre Ward, what fight compares to Sergey Kovalev 1 or Sergey Kovalev 2? Neither. They don't have any that compare to that. But yet, and Chad Dawson. But Chad Dawson moved down. Just call Chad Dawson Rigondeaux. Just say Rigondeaux, even though it's ass backwards, that actually Chad Dawson was the 175-pound champion. He beat the 175-pound champion, and then he moved up to 175 pounds, and then he beat the guy that beat Chad Dawson. Yeah, let's go through that again. You're right. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes, see, Andre Ward's career, because that's my guy, Andre Ward, is so nice. Sometimes I forget some of the things that he did. Like the fact that when he was at 168, he beat the 175-pound champion, Chad Dawson, knocked his ass out. God, demonetized. Knocked him out. But stayed at 168. Andre, he goes back up there. Chad Dawson goes back up, loses to Adonis Stevenson. But people are like, oh, that's Adonis Stevenson. That's Adonis. No. Oh, no, what did he say? Oh, he moved down in weight. Right? He moved down in weight. Well, then Sergey Kovalev came at 175 pounds, and boop, up goes Andre Ward to beat a tougher champion at 175 with no weight draining, none of that. And a guy that was, man, come on, man. That's ridiculous. But that's not the same thing as me saying that I believe that Vasily Lomachenko is not a great fighter. It's just that you just keep trying to sell. You're just trying to sell snake oil. The last 5 opponents, Loma's last 5 opponents have accolades, just not at Ward's level. Yeah, nowhere near Ward's level. Are you talking about? Hold on. You're saying that his last 5 opponents have accolades, but the accolades of the opponents are not like Ward's? Obviously, because Lomachenko's accolades are nothing like Ward's. But the last 5 opponents are. Oh, not just Ward level yet. You're not going to get to Andre Ward's level. It's not going to happen. It's too late. You can't get to Andre Ward's level. He's only got 3 more fights in him. How's he going to get to Andre Ward's level? Where's he going to go? Who's he going to fight? What pound-for-pound guy is he going to fight? He going to move up and fight Josh Taylor? Yes, he could. If he moved up and fight Josh Taylor, he could do it. Going up there, Lomachenko, and fight Josh Taylor. And I told y'all Lomachenko fans, I did a video a long time ago. I told you I should put that video back up where I was like, Lomachenko should fight Josh Taylor. He'll beat Josh Taylor. Who is this bum, Josh Taylor? People that knew Josh Taylor were like, nah, Josh Taylor's too big. But the rest of y'all, Josh Taylor, going to beat Josh Taylor. Loma got 30 more fights in it, man. You must have 30 more pulls on that you smoking. He got 3-4 fights tops. 3-4 fights tops, and he's gone. No way he's getting to 20 fights. No way he's getting to 20 fights. But you know that. You're just trying to. I've seen your name enough in this chat to know you know better than that. No, he's not. No, he's not. But see, that's just the obviousness of it was the Andre Ward part of it. See, the Andre Ward part of it is just, you know. Yeah, Raji. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you know me better. I mean, I'm not going to fall for that. I've seen the fact that you are in there punching a bag tells me that you understood. Loma's record to me, don't make him pound for pound. I think he's a great fighter. I have him way up there in the pound for pound, man. I got him way up there because I think he is a great fighter. I mean, you can't lunch on his fight. Dude, but here's like I say all the time. Just because you're a great fighter doesn't mean you're the greatest fighter. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a great fighter, man. He's like a heaven sent type fighter. Like, no doubt about man, dude. Seriously. Floyd Mayweather is that dude, man. Floyd Mayweather is that dude, man. Floyd Mayweather is that dude. What? Who does Fannon have for Saturday? Why? You trying to come around and say, you are wrong. Why you asking, Alex V? Sound like you sitting there trying to get some ammunition to troll. Truth be told, I do not know who's going to win this fight. And what I'm saying is that I can see Teofimo Lopez knocking Vasily Lomachenko out, and I can see Vasily Lomachenko winning on a decision. I think that Vasily Lomachenko is going to try to come beat this boy's behind them. Like Teofimo Lopez really better be everything Teofimo Lopez says. Or Teofimo Lopez is about to get a shellacking. And he's about to not only get a shellacking, he's going to be humiliated at the same time. He said, nah, I'm not a troll. No. I don't think you're a troll. I'm saying I'm thinking you set me up. Don't be asking me what I think. I might change my mind. And then somebody can be like, at 1:04 on October 15th, 2020, at the 1 hour and 33 minute, 52 second mark of your video, you predicted that type of nonsense. I ain't interested in it. I ain't interested in it. Loma don't dominate Saturday. I don't know about his future. Hey, man, it is going to be absolutely positively. I'm so happy, man. Oh, and Antho Lockhart said the WB. There is not a W in that next word. Slow down, man. The LDBC should get their own belts, and honestly, it will be most coveted belt. in boxing because y'all them people. Hey, man, I think that BFTB needs to come up with a ranking. That's what I think. My solution is this. Get a troll, a well-respected troll, because I can't stand them, but they'll be well-respected. Get a well-respected troll, like ESPN. Get a well-respected troll on YouTube. Get, like that dude in Thailand. Get the dude in Thailand. Give him a voice. Get BFTB. Get other people who are interested in the ranking systems and know what they're talking about and have visibility into a system that might actually work. Where if you win or you lose, you move up in the ranking based on who you beat. Like, like, hey, I'm number 3. If I want to get to number 1, I have to beat number 1. If I'm number 18 and I beat number 2, I'm going to number 2. If I'm number 16 and I beat number 14, I'm going to number 14. I'm not going to fight. I'm not number 2 going to fight number 18. And then all of a sudden I get to number 7. You know what I mean? Like that ridiculous type of math that those guys do with those ranking systems. Like, there's no system. When the number 18 guy can fight the number 16 guy, the number 24 guy can fight the number 15 guy, and the winner goes to number 6. But the former number 6 didn't even fight, but he drops down to 11. And the former number 7 just disappears from the rankings altogether. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be like a regular ranking. Like, every ranking comes out, dude. For every fight, you need to be changing rankings. Not no daggone every month. No, the dude fought, he lost, drop his shit. If he won, good, he won, but don't exaggerate what he won. Come on, man. Because that means you would have to actually make fights. Think about it that way. You would actually have to make a fight that way. Because you'll be like, man, I can't get to number 1 if I don't beat the number 13. And then the number 13 be like, yeah, man, let's make the fight. I get paid. I'm number 13. And then the rankings mean something. And all those fights mean something. All of those fights would mean something. Because you're like, wow, who's fighting? Well, the number 19 is fighting the number 17. So he's going to try to move up to 17, and this guy doesn't want to drop down to 19 because it's already really tough to get up these rankings as it is. You know what I mean? So he's going to take the fight. And if you get stripped of a title, you drop out the rankings. And you got to come back up the rankings by beating people in the rankings. You might actually have good fights. And regular fights, regularly scheduled fights, because you know who wants to fight who. Oh, man, Jaron Ennis, if Jaron Ennis is number 17, he should go whoop the number 16. Then he's number 16. And you would wind up getting a bunch of good fights. Or if at number 18, you want to jump up there, dude, you got to actually fight the guy that's at number 3. You can't just jump. I'm sorry, Lomachenko. You can't just jump to number 1, okay? Can't just jump to number 1 and jump to number 8. No. You're gonna have to fight a guy. If you can get a fight with the number 1 guy in your first fight, and if you can beat the number 1 ranked guy in your first fight, well, hey, you beat the number 1 guy and you deserve a shot at a belt. But that means you're gonna have to go in deep on your first fight, not just some warm up. That means you would have to take 4 or 5 fights to do that. That's what I think people should do. Come up with a ranking system like that. Not that even that ridiculous algorithm that they have over there at on BoxRec. Man, that crap don't make any sense because you can't take into consideration people ducking. In this particular instance, you can't duck nobody in the rankings. It would be impossible to duck them because you have to fight them to take their place. You can't just jump over somebody because you slid somebody some money. Because you slid somebody or you had a good, pleasant conversation with the president of the IBF. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Ridiculous. But Tyson Fury. I couldn't get out of here without talking about Tyson Fury. I couldn't, right? Can't get out of here without talking about this dummy. December 5th. You are flushing your reputation in the United States right down the toilet. ESPN Top Rank is trash. Not this weekend, it's not. Not this weekend, it's not. We in a what have you done for me lately type of situation around these parts. And I'm giving credit where credit is due. Good show. Now, all these PBC cards do the same thing. Good show. Because it's real. It is a good show. Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko was one of the best fights of the year. Has to be. One of the most exciting, best young up-and-coming fighters, champions in Teofimo Lopez against a longtime champion, right? Vasily Lomachenko. You know, whether or not Vasily Lomachenko got, a jump start or whatever, he did. He still has had, 14 championship fights? He's lost one. He's had 15 championship fights. He's 14 and what is he? 13? Is he 14 and 1 or 14 and 1 and 13 and 1 in championship fights is what he is. 13 and 1 in championship fights. For real, man, I have to keep putting it like this. Separate Vasily Lomachenko's promotion because that annoys me. Because it's exaggeration. And it is this, I find it disrespectful to my intelligence. Okay? Because come on, man, I'm a boxing fan. I'm reading you ESPN. I want to go there and read something that makes sense. I don't want you to be putting dumb dribble out. I don't want you to say stuff to be making points and arguments that are ridiculous. I want you to be a sound organization when it comes to the boxing. I don't want you to be that way, but I cannot sit here and lie that you are not that way. Because Monster Inoue is on a pound-for-pound list over Tank, over Jermell, over Errol. What in the world has Monster Inoue done? Do you see how much Errol Spence Jr. had to do to get on the pound-for-pound list? And Monster Inoue is fighting in a domestic. They'll be like, here's the Monster Inoue fans. Well, he's won in 3 divisions. Dude, 2 of the divisions are dang near strictly Japanese weight classes. Because they are like, 108 and 112? Like I've said over and over again, there are not more than 20 decent 112-pound fighters on the planet, and they all live in the same 30-mile radius, okay? Except for maybe a couple of them coming out of Mexico, okay? That weight class doesn't count because it is a domestic weight class. You might as well be talking about there being that the IBO champion in the welterweights, that you need the IBO championship to be able to be undisputed, right? Well, Vasily cannot be undisputed because there's an IBO champion. Oh, no, not an IBO. The IBO is not a major championship belt. The IBO is not a major championship belt. Oh, well, it was when Anthony Joshua had it. But okay, it's not. But shoot, that's as good as some flyweight title, man. Okay, that shit is it's a little, not quite, not flyweight, because what's fly? 118? Once you get to 118, like Superfly, once you get to Superfly, okay. Which I do believe that isn't Superfly 118? But when you're at 112 and 108, I don't want to hear it. There ain't enough fighters. And that's not the same thing as fighting what these guys are doing at 147. Where, man, there's just cities full of people that are 5'9", 160 pounds, walking around, they can squeeze down to 175, 147. Because you're talking about a regular-sized human being, right? Monster Inoue was a guy that is like minuscule, who has the ability to drain down to fight guys the size of your sixth grade son. No, my son weighed In 6th grade, no, my son weighed over 110 pounds in 6th grade. But you know what I mean? It basically, it's mini me. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's Bruce Lee's mini me or some shit. Like, the fuck up out of here. And actually, might not even mini me because Bruce Lee might be that small. As far as he might, but I don't even think Bruce Lee's that small. Weighing in at 105, 108 pounds. Say, who the hell walking around at 108 pounds? No damn body. Okay? I'll tell you who's walking around at 108 pounds. A good-sized dog. Okay? My dog Zeus is walking around at 108 pounds. And I think he needs to sweat down to 108 pounds. Kidding me? By the way, follow me on Instagram. My dog Zeus is on Instagram, man. Check out my doggy. I like Instagram. And also, I'm doing these I did a little short thing on Instagram, man. So follow me on Instagram, because throughout the day, when I can't do whole videos on topics that I'm not going to cover on YouTube, I am going to be letting you know what I think on Twitter. Okay, so you'll get your UK, this is some dumb nonsense, all that. More like, not Twitter, excuse me, Instagram. You're going to get it on Instagram. 187 said, my man, Fannon, what's good, man? He said, a girl walking around 108. Man, not no girl I want to hang out with wearing no 108. What? No. Let me say that again. Nope. 108 could be great. 108 could be great. Don't know. However, you get my point. Nah, there's some like 95 pound, 90 girls. He said, you chill. Oh, Jupiter SB to somebody else. Oh, it ain't to me. Nah, hey, Loke Zimmy. Nah, you're gonna get thrown out pretty soon. Okay, you're borderline about to get thrown out. So I'm gonna tell you already. I'm reading your comments. Loki Zimmy, see you later. Like I'm telling you, you're food. Okay, you're like swimming around the sharks, and because I answered a couple questions, they're not eating you yet. But if I ignore you for like 3-4 minutes, you gonna be a corpse up in here. Okay, I'll never see you again. Because see, on my screen, I can't see all of that troll stuff that you see. All that troll stuff that you guys have seen over there, I don't see. Because I've told you many times, I don't care what you think. So I just look at the StreamYard one where all I get is the nice comments that continue to be here, which is me telling you, dude, don't even waste your time. And more than likely, I'm not going to hear it. Oh man, it's none. But see, you gotta understand, dog. I gotta give you some. All right, I am not gonna be monetized. Yes, Derrick James came yet. Go to the beginning of the live stream, and it's there for like 30 minutes. Okay, it's like a 30-minute interview. All right, go back to that. However, trust me, it's not gonna be there forever. Okay, no, gonna be there forever. Errol gonna stop Danny at 9. Hey man, he said the women I date lightweight to light heavyweight. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some truths here, okay? Are y'all in the LDBC? If y'all in the LDBC, y'all know what I'm about to tell you. Gotta tell you some truth, okay? This is a long, long time ago. Little women are very, very, very underrated. I'm telling you. Fannon, A+ on Instagram, that's you? Nah, mine is just Fannon Boxing. I'm Fannon Boxing. Oh, said none of these comments do you, Fannon? That's what's up. I figured that. Them skinny ones are underestimated. I promise you. Anybody talking that shit, dog, you ain't run across the right one. Okay? They are gifted in their own special way. So to all of the girls who might be a little bit, less endowed visually than others, understand that we understand that there are benefits that come with all of that. Y'all just don't understand. Nah, guys, I just see both sides, dog. Let me tell you, man, you just arguing for the sake of arguing at this point, dog. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, dog. And Antho Lockhart said, facts, they are. Yeah, dog. Like, just seriously. For real. Please. Do not, please. Exactly. You know what I mean? Long as you know there ain't no booger bars. He said, I know what you mean, Fannon. Yeah, man, I'm telling the truth, dog. I'm telling the truth. Trying to tell you, you pass up something, dog. Don't be passing it up. J.A. Dixon pretty much summed it all up right there. Summed it up right there. J.A. Dixon is telling the truth. Roof. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. But that ain't me. That's just my opinion. You say, pay attention to the pimp, F9. Will do, dog. I always do. Have tremendous respect for him, dog. Like, they intrigue me. Pimps intrigue me. Really and truly do. Because I think that people look at that stuff differently than I do. I appreciate the skill set. I do. I appreciate the skill set. And you know what I heard sometime when somebody said, like, about this, and I'm going to get demonetized if I say that. But let me put it this way, man. Pay attention to the pimp at Fannon. I pay attention because they are very good with people. Very good with people. Said, can't wait till Saturday, bro. I can't wait either, man. I cannot wait. He said, I am? Oh, nah, Doug. Nah, man. Not me. I sit on the sidelines the whole time, dog. I sit on the sidelines. Now, in a certain way, yeah, but not with women. My thing with women, I like nerds. I like really smart, like extra, like over the toply intelligent women. That's my thing. Like, I like women that are like, you would have to like, that you need to study in order to have a real conversation with them. My thing has never really been about like how women look. It's always been about how smart they are. For me, that's what I appreciate the most. So for me, and obviously being beautiful, that's a requirement, obviously. You know what I mean? But it's beautiful when somebody is really, really, really smart is even better, dog. Like that really is the thing. And I think it's a lot of men underestimate that. And one thing that you might do too, is if you underestimate the intelligence of women, you can really get done very, very badly. Because I have a belief, dude, that women are by and large smarter. Like in a different way, but they're smarter and they can be more ruthless. So you just got to be real careful. And they also know how to play from a non-power position. They know how to play from a non-power position. So you just always have to be really careful and respect, because there's more than one way that somebody can get you, dog. And in the masculine side, dog, y'all be falling victim, man. You know what I mean? Falling victim. But a really intelligent woman ain't nothing better than it, man. And you should, and they're not very hard to find. What we get in strength, man, they get other things for it. They learn how to deal with not having a tremendous amount of strength, right? The challenge of a guy that is very, very strong and very, very powerful is them learning how to deal with somebody that's more powerful. It almost always throws them off. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine being like what you consider to be an alpha male, but then you get put in a situation where you're now beta to an alpha? You then, from a beta position, you have to learn how to deal with that alpha. You have to learn how to deal with him, because, dude, it's eat or be eaten, right? And so, but you're going to get eaten. You got to learn how to deal with that. And women, by and large, at a young age, learn how to deal with that. And that makes them very powerful in corporate settings. Makes them very powerful, like Very powerful people in scenarios like this, which is why men always try to send women at you. Like somebody like me is stupid. Let me tell you something. Y'all cornballs ain't never gonna send a woman to me because I pick my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to tell you right now, the only ones I ever was with was the ones that I picked. When nobody getting thrown at me. You can't trust that. Something comes at you, you gotta be like, why am I valuable? You know what I mean? But look, that's just my take on it. Physicality doesn't always mean power. No, it doesn't. Power is power. Power is the ability to influence somebody. It's your power to influence somebody. That's what power is. People are like money, power, respect. What's money? What is power? Power is the force to make something happen. And power is relative. The amount of power that you have is always relative to someone else, right? Like I'm in my chat right now, I am very powerful because I can throw any one of you trolls out, right? Because I have the ability to do it. Boop, 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 get out. YouTube is more powerful than me because I can wake up tomorrow and they can just say, hey, man, don't like your channel at all. It's just gone. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood that don't happen. That's power. Power is a relative thing. So when you think that you're more powerful than a woman because of physicality, you may or may not be. You know what I'm saying? Because women have a strange way of knowing how to make other alpha men come get and make a beta out of you. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Because a lot of times, nah, dog. And that's in a corporate setting. So men, so that's why I said I always find pimps very interesting. Because they know how to work that partnership. Those women are the source of all the power. And they all know that they are the source of all the power. But they also need him. And he teaches them, right? And how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a different system that I'm not from. I don't understand, but it's interesting. It's real interesting. He said, show mercy. What is that? What? Power is the ability to define phenomenon and make it act in a desired manner. Yeah, that's Bobby Seals just saying the shit in a way too overcomplicated manner. But yeah, that's what power is. Here, let me show you power. I have the power to move this pen and make it move. See this pen? I got a power to make it move. That's power. That's it. That's it. Any way that you cut it, that's all it is. Political power, that's what it is. Right? Intellectual power, that's what it is. It's what it is. It's not more, just like brands are people's reputation. You know? Respect is reputation. Do not damage my reputation. Acknowledge my reputation. That's how a lot of times people say, or my reputation, or my feeling of myself. Y'all get it. I ain't trying to get all nerdy today. But I appreciate you guys all, so many people staying this long for an hour after the show is over. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat that supported. Again, thank you very much to Derrick James for coming. And I certainly hope to be doing more interviews with guys like that. So if you guys are out there and you want to do interviews, man, let me know. I'll definitely be trying to reach out. And, you know, because I think it's valuable for the sport of boxing for you guys to be able to hear that stuff, man. That guy's a very, very knowledgeable student and scholar of the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's me on this one. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. Thank you so much for everybody in the super chat. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Also, go check out the videos that I put up today. We got a couple ones coming up. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. Please, if you didn't hit the like button, follow me on Instagram so you guys can get the short clips that I do over there and all that good stuff. And much love to everybody on the Patreon. I'm going to be grinding on the stuff for you guys this weekend. And with that, I'm out. Peace.